What is going on, YouTube? I am doing my very first review video. Hope you guys would like it, and welcome to my channel and everything. What I'm going to be doing on my channel is probably more or less shooting reviews. I'm going to do teardowns of handguns and firearms and stuff like that. As you can tell, I'm going to right there and everything, but I want to do my very first review, and I want to do my very first review with my very first handgun that I have ever bought, and the handgun is my Smith & Wesson sd9ve. Okay, VE. So yeah, this one I've actually had since 2016 and stuff like that. Me and my wife wanted to get our very first handgun, and this right here was our very first handgun that we have ever gotten and everything, and I've owned it ever since. And to be honest, it's not really a bad gun, especially for what we paid for. I believe at the time we paid a little less than $550 for the handgun, brand new and everything. It does come with two, because I live in a restrictive state, 10 round magazines and everything. I mean, this thing, I would have to say, for your very first handgun, I actually quite like this. It's not like the better handguns, like, Glock, HK, Springfield. It's not like any of those. Like, they have a lot of good, mag releases and stuff like that. This one is, as you can tell, it's stuck and everything. But for what you get, I mean, it is a pretty nice shooting pistol and stuff like that. With a few upgrades, you can have this a lot more better and stuff like that. It does have forward serrations, obviously ridge serrations and everything. Mine's actually has a loading indicator on top, so it lets you know when when it's a bullet inside the chamber and everything. So, I mean, the trigger on this thing is obviously sloppy. Let me double check make sure no rounds in there. I mean, the trigger on here is really kind of, as you can tell, and then the reset is very long, and then this right here is your safety, as you can tell right there. But yeah, so this handgun, like I said, for around $550 when I bought this, probably even less wherever in any other states, but I'm here in California, so I'll admit it is a pretty decent pistol. If you ever want to go off and get your very first handgun, that, or if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, you can always go off and get yourself a Glock 19 or Glock 17. I mean, I know some people would compare this with a Glock 19, but I think I'm going to compare this size-wise. I'm going to sit there and say with my Springfield XD9. I mean, if we kind of compare these two, I'm going to say the Springfield is a little bit bigger than my SD9, right? I mean, but you get what you pay for and stuff like that. And to disassemble this thing is, relatively simple. If you're a Glock owner and stuff like that, it breaks down the same way. Just Push these down right here, and then of course remove your spring guide, your barrel. As you can tell, super clean. And if you ever want to change your back plate on these things, like how I have on here and stuff like that, all you need is a little punch, and you have to slide this part up, and there's a little tab right there. Let me see if I can get a little tool to show you better. Show you with this pen right here. You want to, there's a little piece right here that you push down, and you kind of have to manipulate your hand to slide this off. I mean, it comes with the original black piece, but mine's I got a little aftermarket. Let's see if my camera would. Yeah, it's a little wolf on there. So assembly, you put it back the same way that you get it. Like that. You know, honestly, on here, I mean, the trigger's kind of bad on here in my opinion, but I know you can always get aftermarket triggers for these things. It'll get rid of a lot of the, you know, a lot of the tension on here and stuff like that. I mean, overall, for this gun, for what it is and stuff like that, it's actually not really a bad gun and stuff like that. It's not really bad at all. I like it. I enjoy shooting it at times. I mean, the grip on here is pretty nice, you know. I mean, overall, with this gun right here, I would sit there and say if I had to go on a scale between 1 to 10, I'll give this gun, for what it is and everything, I give it a good strong 6 and stuff. I just wish that Smith & Wesson would, you know, make the mag release more better, more, you know, more positive for it to come out, you know, instead of just gripping it, you know, that it slides out easy. Like my sd9ve right here, just slides out, doesn't matter where I'm at. So like I said, I mean, I give this gun a solid 6. It's a really nice gun. If you're out looking for your very first handgun, and you know you don't want to get a Glock or anything like that, I would say this one. You know, if you're on a budget, I think this is a good one to have. Well, thank you for stopping by and watching my review, and thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe, and have a good one.